And Chancellor Pagano, thank you for taking the time to allow us to interview you for our organizational leadership class. Myself and Nate are going to be asking you a series of questions in which we hope to glean insight, advice about the different steps and background and leadership experiences one might need to become a chancellor one day. So can you just start off by telling us a little bit about yourself?
A little bit about myself. Well, I'm a first-generation college student. I was born in Heron, Illinois, and if you don't know where that is, the state of Illinois is shaped like an arrowhead, and Heron is above the point, about 40 miles above the point, way down at the bottom. It's probably below halfway in the continent, so that's where I grew up. A town of about 10,000 people. I have all three of my degrees from an institution that's close by, Southern Illinois University. And when I was first going to school, I wanted to be an architect. And unfortunately, they didn't have that at that institution, but they told me engineering was the same thing, so that got me off on the engineering path. And I served as an engineer, but got into higher ed very early in my career. I think I was a professor at the age of 27, so I've been in higher education for a really long time.
Perfect. Well, I'm sure the other aspects of your background will come up in the other questions that we ask you. What role has your support system played in getting you where you are today? And could you describe your support system to us as well?
Well, my support system, though, has changed over time. Actually, when I was a young man in school, my support system was, my family, my brothers and sisters, and my mother and father, and they were very supportive of me, in high school and going to college. Now, my father wasn't quite as supportive as my mother. He thought I should be working and didn't really see the need for college. But once I got started and started doing well, he became more and more supportive over time. And once I got out of school, and he was just about the proudest person of me once I got my college degree. So the support system was very important. Also, though, when I started college, to be able to survive, I just naturally developed with friends a support system of fellow students in our engineering classes that we supported each other. Now, that was my early life. As I got into my upper studies, I was already married, so my wife became a big supporter of mine, my other fellow students and colleagues. And now if we fast forward to my current life, my support system is colleagues that have similar jobs at other universities that I can call if I have a question. Your interim chancellor has provided some support system for me in this particular job because he was here for a year, King Chen, and he's been very supportive. Of course, my wife, my kids still support me. They all have lives of their own. And then there's a team of folks here at this university. The vice chancellors, the student body president has helped support me and guide me through my first couple months on the job. So it's varied over time, but support system is entirely critical. Don't think you can do these kinds of jobs on your own. And I know you're not thinking that, but in case you are, it's too difficult.
What's the best piece of advice you can give a student that's struggling to achieve their goals?
Well, be persistent. Like I said, I took calculus 3 times. You can't, if you run into an obstacle, just call it quits. If you have a goal and you really work to that goal, you can achieve that. I believe everybody can achieve their goals if they work hard enough. These goals, and you just stated you have some goals in your life, aren't easily achievable. They will take years, decades to overcome. So you have to set your sights, stretch yourself, and then start one step at a time. I have a life goal, which you may not know about, of running 25,000 miles.
Oh, wow.
And if I would have thought about that, and I did kind of think about it, but not clearly, when I first decided that and thought through how long that's going to take, I may have never taken that on. But right now, I'm at 24,800 and something.
Wow.
So I'm going to get to that goal, even if I, break a leg in the next couple of weeks. So time will pass. So if you keep your sights on the goal and keep moving towards it, be nice to other people, because you need that support structure. Don't focus too much on yourself. Focus on helping others. And if your life goal is something important for yourself, but also important for mankind and your friends and your family, you can achieve it.
Great, thank you. Did you always see yourself being a chancellor one day, or did you have other aspirations? And if you did, what were those?
Well, what got me into higher ed is I saw myself as a professor first. I was working as an engineer, and I went back to graduate school and got the opportunity, because my professor was out of town, got the opportunity to teach a large lecture. I think there was over 200 people in this course, and I was very young. I was a graduate student and got the opportunity to teach one of those lectures, and it just thrilled me. So I wanted to become a professor. Had no idea about becoming a dean or anything else, just wanted to become a professor. So that was the first goal. But then once I got into that role, then that's when I started getting the itch to, okay, I'm a professor, this is being successful, but what about, the next step? What about guiding the curriculum process or guiding this college? And it just started dawning on me that I was looking towards a higher level of administrative or leadership role. And I think it was about 15 years ago, maybe 18 years ago, that I decided my goal was actually to become a college president or a chancellor, not for the sake of being that, but to help an institution achieve its goals.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Great. So we're going to end with the most difficult task, I would say, of the interview. Since we are at the University of Washington,
yes,
we pride ourselves in schools. Can we get a big
go Huskies?
Great. Well, thank you for taking the time to interview
Yeah.
with us, Chancellor Bogano. Nate and I really appreciate you taking the time, and we look forward to sharing this video with our class.
I look forward to that too. Good luck.
Thank you.